Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's official. There's a spedwar on.
Ooh, we've got bands.
Hello there, everyone. John Wayne Gacy here, coming at you with another video. Those are jokes. But in this video, I'm talking about paper tigers. Now, if you've been a content creator for some time on YouTube, covering drama, or following these groups of speds around the internet, eventually you're going to get caught up in it. And I have my own history with this. I was once caught up in a doxing gay op server, formerly under the command of Ariana, which I don't know what that group is up to anymore. And jumping in here post-editing to humiliate myself some more. I once white-knighted 4-Pinecone Princess, right? If you know who that is, or the story of that. So, if you've been on the internet, chances are you've done something stupid and cringy, and live to regret it, and it still haunts you. But that's the whole fun of it. Continuing on with the video. It's very embarrassing, but that's internet history, right? And if you look on Kiwi Farms, you might be able to find a sliver of internet history where I was caught up in that. Mainly with Alistair Mycroft, the 3rd or 4th or 5th or whatever channel he's on now. And there's been other people I've had spats with on this platform. Some that actually have grown from a adversarial to more of a comrades-in-arms situation. Now, I know that sounds really, really gay, but that's one thing people have to keep in mind. This is just internet drama, and just for the bants and for fun. Yeah, sure, there's people who take it too far. There's people who make mistakes in these internet sped wars. But this video, in particular, is about paper tigers. So there's a character called PPP. Now, for some time, we've seen him use Kiwi Farms as his own personal intel, right? His own personal CIA, FBI, where he's dredged up people's sensitive information and funny stories, errors they've made, and laughed at them. Now, I don't really care about Fuentes, Milo Yiannopoulos, or these other characters that Godwinson and PPP have talked about. But it has to be said. There was one stream where PPP and Godwinson brought up a personal photo of Fuentes with his sister. And of course, they were making sick remarks like, "Oh, he's incest. Oh, he's banging his sister." You know, making very shitty jokes. And that's everyone's right to do so, by the way. But it's okay. So there's them saying Fuentes is incestuous with no facts or theories, just slinging mud, right? And then they accuse Fuentes of being involved in the Pizzagate stuff because him and someone else was eating cheese pizza. Now, I don't have to tell you that the QAnon people or the Q conspiracy people are mildly retarded. Okay, they look too deeply into things like most conspiracy theorists, and they dredge up these just absolute heinous conspiracy theories for the most part that aren't true and are just dogmatic horseshit. And they did that with Fuentes. So not only was he incestuous, but apparently he was also gay for kids, that they were insinuating just because he's eating cheese pizza. So let's move on to Milo Yiannopoulos. Yeah, sure, the guy has a tragic history of being sexually assaulted. And they were accusing him of being a pedophile and accusing him of things without proper facts or evidence, as in jokes and bants, right? Even though as shitty as it may be. Now, someone else did this to PPP as a test, right? But what happened was, he got all butthurt and triggered over it, which justifiably so. No one likes someone talking about crap, especially about personal stuff. But when someone made this joke about PPP along similar lines, he took it as a personal attack on his family. Mind you, PPP, again, has been using Kiwi Farms as his own personal intel service to make light of others' mistakes and errors and cringy crap they've done. And anyone could do that, right? As long as you're not openly active and engaging in doxing and shit like that. But to get to the point, he's a paper tiger. He's been slinging mud at these e-celebrities, personalities, other people I've seen just raw dogging people across many e-celebrities. And I'm not white knighting for any of these. All these people, in my humble opinion, can get fucked. But the reality is, it's just funny when someone else uses Kiwi Farms and the information thereof about PPP, then all of a sudden, my God, it's personal. You've attacked my family. Bitch. Right? But you can't really suspect to sling mud for years and months at other people and be like, ha ha ha. But when it gets to your turn in the barrel, and then all of a sudden it's somehow attacking family and taking it too far. This coming from a guy who's been doing nothing but taking it too far. So it's just, the irony is so thick. So this is the second part of the video. Now, PPP has harangued people since his earliest days on this platform about grifting, taking donations, and super chats. And what he revealed recently was that he records most of his video on trash tier, with trash tier quality. On a cell phone, he does streams, and he's lazy. But his excuse for this was because he's going to put all the HD content and good quality content on some other platform where it's going to be behind a paywall. Now, this is a guy who has given T-Clips shit for having other people's content behind a paywall, or their content behind a paywall. Yet he's doing the same thing. So you can kind of see where the paper tiger of PP falls apart and is just, there's a double standard. See, it's wrong for everyone else to fling mud and be slanderous and libel towards others, but only he can do it. Only the king and the big dog can do that. And only the king and the big dog can make grifting money and super chats and grift off his fans and other people. Totally justifiable. So you can kind of see where he's become this creature that he so embattled against in the beginning when he started on YouTube. And it's just doubly rich to see him say, "That's attacking my family," right? And for him to put his good quality content behind a paywall in the future is just doubly rich. And this is why when it comes to Ethan Ralph, PPP, Godwinson, to name drop some other people, these are all people who claim to have morality and a higher sense of honor and moral creed, but they only use that as a shield for their shitty behavior as they sling mud from behind it. But whenever they get incoming, right, then all of a sudden they start moral fagging about attacks on family, and that grifting is bad, and that, oh, get a real job, nerd, right? There's an old saying, don't talk shit, don't get hit. And I've mentioned that before, and that's the common truth of it. So, in closing, PPP is just a paper tiger. He's no different than Ethan Ralph. He's just the Canadian version, the maple syrup version of Ethan Ralph. Again, PPP claims to be this moral crusader and spiritualist when he doesn't act as such. And I claim to be a philosophical person, spiritual person, but even I'm going to hold myself to that same standard. I don't act like I should. But you cannot sling mud and not suspect to get hit or return fire. But then again, that's all is e-drama. Who knows if it's all bullshit to begin with, and LARPs and gay ops and shit like that. Who really knows? But at the end of the day, don't come on this platform after you've spent years firing into the crowd and whine and complain when the bullets start coming the other way. Metaphorically, of course. So, see you guys next time. God bless. Stay safe. And enjoy laughing at speds on the internet. Speds like PPP, me, and others. And that's the true joy to most of you, right? That's the true funny thing. You can just watch this shit from the sidelines with your popcorn and enjoy it. And maybe engage in it within live chats, on live streams, or in the comments. So if you feel like it, like or dislike, subscribe if you haven't already. And again, see you next time. God bless. Have fun. Stay safe. Stay healthy.